Okay, so here this is a plain interface. So and this is VS Code where we are going to create. You said hello? Hello? So I said that this is a plain interface where we are going to write. So the first thing is not bold enough. Okay. If you can't see more than this again, how about now? So it's as if we'll switch to zoom. We'll switch to zoom because I'm sensing that it's not very well showing on your end there. Okay, so here is where we are going to create an HTML file. Okay, so for us to create an HTML file, you come to this place. There are different ways you can do it, but the simplest way is to come to this, the first one you are seeing here. So these three icons are very important. Okay, so I want you to pay attention. Here I'm having where you can create this is for file when you want to create a file, and this is for folder when you want to create a folder, and this is to refresh when you have too many folders and files and you want to refresh, and then when you want to collapse simply means you want to close it. Okay, so you want to collapse the files together. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder and I'll call it HTML. I'll call it HTML folder. Okay, I'll call it HTML. Okay, so this is how you can see that I clicked here and I created this folder. Now inside this folder I'm going to create my HTML file. So I'll click on it and then I'll say so the name you give to your file is very important. Okay, so but for now we are going to give it a name, index.html. all right, so this .html is what identify this file as an HTML file. Now I can change it to .python, it becomes a Python file. Okay, if I say .py, it becomes a Python file. If I say .java, for example, it becomes a Java file. Okay, the kind of file you are creating. So let's rename it. Okay, so if I say .java, it becomes a Java file. If I say .js, it becomes a JavaScript file. But the file we are creating is what? HTML. So we now say HTML. Okay, so it becomes an HTML file. Now that we now have an HTML file, there is something that we need to understand, and that is creating writing our HTML code. Okay, like I said, HTML is a markup language, and I said that when you want to create an HTML file and you want to build any HTML document, you should look at it as a document. If you have ever interacted with Microsoft Word, like I said, or written anything that has to do with you arranging words and structure words, you should understand, you should bring that idea to your HTML. Okay, so how are we going to do it? So the first thing is we are going to create a doc type. Okay, so like this. Now the reason why you are seeing this is because I have an extension that is bringing this up. Okay, but since I don't want to do it, I want you to learn. I will not use it. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so let's go. So I'll do it HTML and I'll put in doc type, and then I'm specifying that this doc type should be HTML. Okay, so what it means, what this line of code simply means is that I am creating a document, declare it. Yes, for you to now declare it, you need to specify the doc type. Let's continue. So here, now that I have now specified the doc type, the next thing I need to do is to specify the head. Okay, so and the head is like this. So this is where I will declare whatever that has to do with the document. Okay, So this is where the metadata is. What did I say? This is where we can write the metadata. Okay, yes, meta, M-E-T-A, then data, metadata. Okay, so what metadata simply means is data inside a data inside a data. Okay, so we are saying that every information that has to do with our website, like the title, the CSS, the image we are going to use in our document, all of that will bring it inside the head tag. Now look at it. So when I did this, I am opening the file. When I'm doing this, I am closing the file. Are you seeing the difference? What's the difference between them? What's the difference? Okay, so that is this is the closing tag, this is the opening tag. All right, so document have a self-closing tag and what the ones that don't have a closing tag. Okay, but as we proceed, you will get to see them one after the other. But I want you to know that when you open a tag like this, okay, you will need to close it, except it's a self-closing tag. If it's a self-closing tag, you will need to just close it like this. Okay, but because the head tag is not what a self-closing tag, you can't do it like this. So you do it like this. So you open it and then you close it. So inside this head tag is where you can now specify what you want for the website. All right, so let's say we need the title, for example. Okay, we want to get the title. Okay, we can specify the title. What is the title of our website? So I'll call it Henry Learning Journey. Okay, so that means everywhere that this website go, the title that it will show will be Henry Learning Journey.